Hello everyone, Penguin Style here again today, and we are back with even more ranked backpack battles. I hope you guys are still enjoying watching this game, because I've been enjoying playing it and making content for it, and so I'm going to keep it up for a little while longer, unless people are saying it's stale. But let's rock it and see what we got going on. We're halfway through Platinum now with the Rangers, so we've been doing pretty well. Let's attempt to keep that going. Now, I don't know what type of run we're going for here. A broom could be interesting. We could try to go broom. Trigger an extra attack if they miss. If we go that route, we probably want to find some sand. Just to make them even slightly more... Make it slightly more possible that they miss. Okay, so my thought here then is we have to do... You certainly don't make putting this in easy. Everyone hold. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, is it even possible to put this in? Yes, it is. It certainly wasn't easy. Garlic is interesting. Another clover is interesting. I'd like to save this. I'd like a bag. Bag on sale is very generous of you. It's actually quite radical. I found that to be quite radical. That thing you did there. Okay, but they have 2 whetstones and double swords. That's probably better than what we have. It was so close. It was very close, but they technically had slightly better than we did. Okay, so we know we want a pig and a clover. Sail broom. No. Now here's the tough part. We don't currently have enough space to put all of this stuff unless we sacrifice something. Would I sacrifice something for now so that we can get this built? And I do think the answer here is yes, I do. Am I happy about it? I don't know. Would I take this stone because we can sell it for the same price and it gives us 1 use here? I would. I see a little value in that. Okay, you got a lot going on there. I'll give you that. You do have a lot going on there. But we were able to snag that one. Jaws of defeat and whatnot. Okay, 2 whetstones. We love that. We also have this. So I think the play is to get this. And get both of these. I'm probably going to save that. Okay. So, I would like a world where things are triggering faster. So like a little bit like... I think this is quite nice. I think that's quite nice. And we held on to that because just in case we had an available spot, which we did. I think this is quite nice. And so this should be making the hero sword. You love to see it. This is actually set up pretty nicely right now. Okay, they are going a similar route, but we have more damage. Oh, we actually lost that? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. What the hell is that? Tim. Steal a random buff on hit. 25% chance to resist a debuff or crit. Opponent drops below 30% health. Heal for 50. If the opponent drops below 30%, I heal for 50. And gain 5 in power. What the... I mean, we want this, right? Like... I feel like genuinely we want that. This strengthens the rock is funny to me. Okay. So let's think this through. Because I do want this. Mostly because I haven't seen it before and it sounds cool. So we could go for the steal above. I kind of think we want the heal for 50 and gain 5 in power. I feel like that sounds cool. But how do we get there? We can sell the rock for 1. That still only puts us at 11. So we would have to flip something else. I think we have to keep the broom for now. Because that's how we give... That's how we make use of the hero sword. That only sells for 1. That sells for 2. That sells for 4. Would I sell the broom? I would. Is this a colossal mistake? It's likely. But I want to see this in action. So would I rather steal a buff every time this activates? Maybe I do like that. Would I attempt it? I'm attempting it. This could be, like I said, this could be a huge mistake. Especially using so much money on an item so early. But they don't even have any buffs. That's the worst part about this, is they don't have any buffs. Okay. Thankfully, they were not set up well at all. So that wasn't so bad. A glove is very cool. Another glove makes a falcon blade. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I kind of want this stuff. I don't think we need the potion. I'd like another glove. But maybe we just get a little bit of food here. Maybe we just try this and we try to go fast. It's not bad. Maybe it's bad. There's a chance it's bad. We had to try the new item. Okay, they have a Goobert, which is very scary. We stole their thorns. Yeah, they had multiple weapons on their hero sword. We didn't. Okay, we don't need another Tim. I'm thinking we probably don't need another Tim. Right? Right? Somebody tell me right. Tell me I'm right. So we don't end up going for it. Would I take an armor on sale? I would. Because we could do something like this. I'm going to change that. Obviously, I don't need the armor in that. But we do see that we do have space to make this happen. So, we don't need that going faster. We do want that, however, in there. We do want that in there, as they say. This isn't going well. Our damage output's quite bad. Our damage output is quite bad. We need another weapon pretty fiercely. We also keep fighting people who don't have buffs, which is scary. Yeah, we're doing poorly. I'll admit we're doing poorly. We wanted to try out the new item. It is failing us currently. A mana thing. Of this, of that. There's all sorts of stuff I'm potentially interested in. Would I take a mana thing on sale? No. Was that advantageous? No. We need a weapon. I think that's our big mistake right now, is we need a weapon really bad. We don't have our pig in, though, which is quite bad. Would we be better off with the pig? No. Would this be better somewhere else? Chance to resist a debuff or crit. I feel like stealing a buff could be good. Maybe that's our mistake, though, is that we're going for that. Maybe we should be going for something else. That's a lot of money you have there, and a lot of potions as well. Our DPS is bad, which makes longer fights really bad because they're stacking a lot of poison on us. We need Goobert to carry us here. He did. We needed Goobert to carry us something fierce. Okay. I don't want any of these. I just need things. Is this what we need? Maybe. This could also be quite good if I could figure out a good spot to put it. More of that. Another crystal. I said another even though we don't have one. We need damage. This is damage. I don't think we have enough space for everything that we want. That's the difficult part currently. I didn't like our damage situation. I would really like this to be not pointing at that. But of course, this is lined up in a way where... This is lined up in a way where the bananas are the only thing that can be in this spot. There's a potential loss here. I would like... This is a fantastic pull. Is that the best spot? Are you better here? That makes the banana go off. This makes that go off. Thinking this is okay. We don't have the pig in again, which is quite bad. There is a very non-zero chance that this goes poorly. That's a lot of bananas you got there, pal. You're working it with that leaf thing. I see that. You're working it with your leaf thing. I do see that. You do have a potion. Your potion never activated. So we survived very slightly. Okay, I see a little bit of this coming into play. We can get you back in here. Of course, that doesn't work that way. Why would it be easy for us? But that on sale. A sand, a carrot. I think we might want this. I'll take the bag for now. Is there a way to make use of this? Is there a way to put this in a spot that's better? Possibly. So like a little bit of that action we finally figured out how to do. I think that's quite good. I really wish this was hitting something else. Okay. Is this good enough? I don't know, man. That's a lot of cards, which I don't particularly like. Okay, we need to stay above 30% health, because if we get to 30, those knives are going to go wild. We didn't. Oh, is that her new Halloween skin? Alright. I dig it. That was pretty cute. Okay. Let me think for a minute. I'd need a bag. Clover is interesting. Would I do that? I wouldn't. I'll take neither. Bag. Whetstone? Probably not. I would like a way to get this bow. But what would I be willing to give up to make it happen? I'm uncertain. So, this would be quite good. And pointing at this would be really good. We have that. We do have a little one spot right there. I mean, that's technically better. It doesn't, it doesn't change the fact that that's still there. Okay, let's think for a little minute, okay? For a little minute. I want this. We're gonna make this work. I'd like to not lose the flute for this, but that doesn't seem very possible. I mean, this going fast is good. I'm not really willing to lose anything. That's the tough part. Because we need Goobert getting activated consistently, which these do a good job of. Like, we would have to put in something else. Like, we want this to be faster. And that there isn't even particularly useful at all. Like, it's really not great. I see a world where a reshuffling is possible. I mean, that is good. I mean, this is... It's hitting 2 things, so 20% faster, so it's taking 4 seconds. It's not technically faster than the garlic. Currently. What if I do a little something like that? Because we do then have this little bag available somewhere. Like... I mean, that's actually not bad. I mean, that hits that. That makes both bananas faster. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. We're riding a very tight rope right now. Okay, you got a lot of stuff going on, Pally. I'm going to steal some of your buffs. Let me steal some of your buffs with Tim. Thank you. Okay. A bag is pretty... I wouldn't say essential here, but would be nice. Okay, I would like to actually get another pair of gloves on you. Get you into a falcon blade. You see what I'm going for there? You see what I mean when I say falcon blade? Is there a more advantageous spot to put these where they're activating multiple things? I don't think so currently. I'll take a single roll. No thank you on any of this stuff. I will take the falcon blade. We'll see what we can do. We have to survive though. That is the big whammy here. That's a lot of potions. I'll give you that. It's a lot of potions. But you didn't really have anything else going on, so that's okay. We have survived. We get our falcon blade. Okay, starred items go faster, which is the bow and the sword right now. I think that's quite good. What do we got here? Chance to gain more armor. Starred items give more armor. Would I rather just have another bow? I think another bow could be insane. Oh, Tim popped off. I want Tim back in there for sure. Because that weapon goes quite fast. Okay, let me think. Another bow pointing at this would be kind of nutty. Would I do that? Would I do that? Now this activates that. The bow's not that fast. It's not slow. 3.5 is actually essentially as fast as this was going. There seems like a better way to lay this out, though. Because we got a 2 here and a 2 here, which I don't love. I wouldn't mind it if we could get if we can find a way to get the bow in somehow. Like, or I mean the flute. Okay. So... that's essential there. I know we could have fit this in there somehow otherwise, but I feel like that's like essential in here. Maybe I'm wrong. But it seems pretty important to me. That's hitting a couple... Okay, it's not hitting that anymore. It was hitting that there. Nah, more weapons is better. I think this isn't bad. I don't think this is too bad. Is this... Oh, at first I thought that was pointing backwards. At first I thought that was pointing backwards. Okay. Spikes are a little scary. Spikes are a little scary. Thankfully, we do have a couple of bows. Oh, we stole all their spikes. Never mind. We stole all their spikes. I'm no longer afraid. I'm no longer afraid. Okay. This for sure somewhere. Another blueberry I think could be good. Would I take a that? Maybe. Would I take a gin lamp? Gain a bunch of stuff depending on what we have the least of. Use all of that stuff to make something go insane. I think there's a chance I would potentially do that. It's a little expensive, though. Maybe we're better off with this. Because this does something with that, right? Oh, no. Maybe that's the blade that does vampirism stuff. Blood Amulet I don't think is terrible. Ripsaw is also interesting. We do have low stamina. We do currently have low stamina. So... okay, now we have insanely high stamina. Could that bite us in the ass? It's not a no. Is that a colossal mistake? I'm not sure. I feel like getting the pig in somewhere would actually be quite good, though. We ran out of space up top here. We do notice that. Like, I would like to get this in, potentially. I don't know if there's anywhere relevant we could put it. Is this a mistake? Because these, I mean, these use stamina. Very little, but they do use some. This uses a lot. We're just going to go for it, right? If it's a mistake, it's a mistake and we lose. That's a lot of spikes. Their spikes are gone. We are low on stamina, which is quite bad. But we did slay them. So I can't complain. I do think figuring out a way to get another banana in could be insanely valuable, though. Do I want this stuff? No. I do want this, though. Stamina bag helps the stamina situation quite a bit. Banana. Trying to fit banana in somewhere would be cool. Let us roll again. That on sale, no thank you. A sand, no thank you. Another stamina bag. I do think so. Apparently that doesn't do anything. I was hoping. I was like, oh, we'll make something cool happen. I mean, this is good. We do have a... we don't have any... oh, it's in a 1 spot, though. That's the problem. It's in a 1. There's not a lot of other 1s. I don't think this is terrible. This is never going to be pointing at something useful, ever. I don't think I've ever had a clover peg ever pointed anything useful. Get me out there, champ. I fear nothing. I fear this a little. Unless we can blow him away. We blew him away. I fear nothing. Take 11 or go for survival. I always go for survival because I fear nothing. I believe I've stated that once, so I'll state it again. What do we do here? We can gain clover. So I think this could actually go pretty hard here. I think that could go kind of massive. Which means I do want another this. Do I want any of this stuff? Not anything that I can fit. Okay, this is gonna go. This should go off quite frequently. We could make a mana thirst. I think we're okay right now. Get me out there. You got a lot of stuff going on there, Pally. I need to shred through you. We did. Okay, our damage output is kind of mondo right now. Okay, would I take a lamp on sale? See, that's an interesting offer. My first thought is no. Would I take a spear? Possibly. Would I take another this? Would I be able to fit it anywhere? That's the interesting question. Is there anywhere where we could put this where it would kind of go nuts? That spot is interesting, and I'm sure we could figure out a way to make that work. Okay, you've convinced me. I've been convinced. See what we did there? I've been convinced. Would I take one of these? When they're at 30%, we deal more damage in a particular weapon. Yeah, I think I would. I'm just making that go nutso. Get me out there. I fear nothing. That's a lot of weapons you have there, Hammer Shark. Holy, Hammer Shark melted us. That's a lot of knives, man. That's a lot of damn knives. We got melted. I will admit, we got melted. That was a lot of knives. In my defense, that was a ton of knives. Okay. We can't really get one of these in here. I mean, we could if we move some stuff around. Potentially. Is this cool? I have no idea. Like, we still have this, and we have that. There's a chance that's, like, not bad. I don't think there's a good way we get that in here. This, maybe, though. Another on sale. Another this. Another this, I feel like, could go kind of nutso. A little bit like that. Would I take the lamp? I still think no. Is that a mistake? I don't know. I would like something, though. I probably would have taken this. There's a good chance I would have taken that. That didn't really do anything different. I'll admit that didn't really do much. I'm good, though. We do our thing. It looks like they're also doing their thing. Okay, they got a lot of spikes. Okay, we've stolen away all their spikes. So we have a chance. We stole all of their spikes. Or cleansed them. We stole and cleansed all their spikes. I'm satisfied with that. Genuinely, I'm satisfied with that. This goes in an armor? Is that what this is going for? I don't think we've ever made that. Vampiric armor? I don't think we've ever made that. Would I take of this? What's my next fastest weapon? 1.7? No. 1.6? Would I give you a this so we can try to go harder? I would. We have a this that's not being used. Is there a cool way we could make this used? It's certainly possible. I mean, at the very least, we can do this. And so this is at least getting hit by 2 of them. That's not chance based. That's not chance based. I'm telling you, we never figure out a way to make that work. I think this is good. You have a lot of cards, my friend. I'll admit you have quite a bit of cards. I've started to miss. I'm surprised they pulled that out. I'm not sure what we did wrong there. I think it's just cards are scary. Okay, we got 7 rank. Okay, Tim was pretty good. Tim was pretty cool. We were stealing buffs. They had a lot, though. They had a lot of that. I mean, everything was going 10% faster. That's pretty nutso. I'll give you that. I thought we were going to take that. They put too much blind on us was the thing. I mean, 37 poison, 6 blind, 8 cold. We never had a chance with all those debuffs. But that was fun. It was cool seeing a new item. We liked to see that. And we had a lot of fun there. And we did gain rank. And we lost a lot early there. So that was pretty cool. If you guys like seeing this, feel free to give the video a like. And maybe comment on the video and let me know what you thought. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We've been getting some subscribers lately, and it's been cool to see. We like trying to advance the channel. I appreciate you guys watching this. I'll catch you in the next one.